It's a beautiful day outside, and thus it's a beautiful day for wrestling. We have a two-part show today. Part one will end as soon as my good friend Blaze McCoy is going to be doing LTD, and then part two will begin after his show ends. Um, just want to show some respect to my good friend Blaze, and also to help some people catch their breath, or to go check out LTD when it comes out. But with that said, great to see Joshua, and it's time. So we have a Survivor Series tournament. Excuse me. And I may as well mention that the idea, and I'll get, and also hello to Happy Meal Hernsberger, and I'll get to you in a moment. But and also for Crimson, as you can see, your understudy Vanity is in this match. But before I get to that, the inspiration actually happened when I was watching the 1990 Survivor Series, and yes, well, it was the same Survivor Series that marked the debut of the great Mark Calloway. Most people, of course, know him best as The Undertaker, but that show had Survivor Series matches, and then the final match at the end of the show featured all the survivors from the previous matches for one last match. Well, I decided to take that step to the next level, and that's make a tournament out of it. Anyway, also, hey, what's up, Darius? Yes, I know it's an early stream, but I'm just thankful that I didn't have many errands to run today, so I'm happy about that. And also an old face known as and as well as Blue Toad Wrestling Champion, former Blue Toad Wrestling Champion, Showtime Vernon Quinn. And great to see you, Mr. Vernon Quinn. Do you have a match? Let me see. Just double checking here. And if you don't, the least I could do is give you a match on the next show. Let me see. Yes, as a matter of fact, you're going to be featured in the next show. Because round one is divided into two halves, mainly for the fact that if I tried to put all of the matches in one show, it would just take forever, and I don't want to do that. But nonetheless, though, I could still do bonus matches, but at the very least, I do have you booked for the next official show, so at the least I got you there. Anyway, and then for Mike Watson, actually, I'll show you. So, of course, you have Joshua James, who's in the second match. And then, of course, you have Jen and Lala Chan. Then, of course, you have there he is right there, Mike Watson, as he teams up with Clinton McCleary, the man formerly known as David Slade, now Outlaw Shade, and the man formerly known as Zach Walker, the Destroyer. Yes, I'm very sorry about that, Darius. I'm not to say I wanted to get your hopes up, but I do have you officially booked for the next official show. So, at the very least, I'll have you there. I don't have your character. I mean, thankfully, I do have 6 spots left. At the very least, I am reserving 2 spots for 2 ladies that are coming in. So it's just a matter of time before Arkham comes on it. You'll be happy with a bonus match? All right, cool. And in fact, I'll let you know when the bonus matches start later in the day, so it's not a problem. And of course, they take on the conglomerate of Cueva, Storm, Black, and Blanco. And yes, this is on 22. Yeah. Yep. Then, of course, we have an Elimination Chamber. More on that at another time. Then, of course, you have the debut of a new group called MSK, which is based on the group of the same name that featured Wesley and, unfortunately, the guy who... and Carter Nash, who, unfortunately, was released due to his behavior. Also, hey, what's up, Tito? Then, of course, we have a TLC triple tag match for the tag team championships. And then for the women's main event, will feature Team Persona against the Chaos Emeralds. And the main event is going to be for the tag team championships with the champions, the Eliminators, Joker and Drum Monkey, once again taking on the Diamond World Orders, Jay Virtus and Naji. And speaking of Joker, there you are. Well, Joker, you're in the main event. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, Megatron be super, absolutely. Okay, so I did see Crimson Ninja's here. So he not only has a match for himself, but he also has a match for Vanity. Not in that sense, though. So really the only person I need to get is Miss Goddess of Pain, and we'll get started. And this is also a good time to go get snacks and stuff like that. Excuse me. Let's see, where's Goddess? We want another new team? I am happy to tell you, Joker, that you are in the tournament. It'll just be on the next show. In fact, I'll just tell you that... where is he? Yeah, you're going to be featured on a team with Blaze and Count Z as part of the tournament. It's just that your match is on the next show, actually. So I just wanted to point that out there. Let's see, where is Goddess, by the way? I'm just looking for Goddess's DMs. Oh, there she is. Oh, right. You're teaming up with Count Z, Drathnog, and Blaze McCoy himself. Yep, you're teaming up with those guys. Well, it's you and Drum Monkey teaming up with those guys. So that's who you're gonna be teaming up with, though. TJ, I send you a DM about something on Discord. Oh, okay. I just need to. Oh, there it is. I just needed to share this with Goddess. And also, hey, what's up, Mobman? And of course, Mob, I have to say your match against Sonic the Hedgehog, I consider that among the contenders for match of the year, because what you did was incredible. You and Sonic put on a hell of a performance, and it's just like, the best way I could describe it is like Nat King Cole. Unforgettable. Yep, that's true. Ninja's the newest member of your faction? I didn't know that. Also, great to see Broken Gaming Network's Broken Twitch. So, Broken Twitch had himself a great show yesterday. I did get to see my original character, or actually it's not my original character, it's just based on my good friend Melissa, Mario Girl, as well as Mabu Speranza doing pretty well. I still have to watch most of the show, or just at least look at the highlights of that show, because it was a good show. So in case if you want to go check out IPW, or check out the back catalog of stuff, if you just want something to watch, check it out. You will not be disappointed. Okay. With all that said, it's time. And then, of course, everybody's saying hello to Mob and Twitch. So let's get to it. as we go back in time a little bit to the 80s, but mainly just for the set, really. And of course, I'll be stopping at around. Let me double check here. I'll be stopping at around 1 p.m. or in less than an hour, and a half. Or actually, I might just keep going, but then I'll stop prior to 5 p.m. Eastern because that's when LTD comes in. And then, of course, after that, I will continue where he left off, though. Hello to my adoring fans. Of course, it has that old, crappy Ico Pro that they used to promote back in the 90s. Although, I have to say, they did a pretty good job with this set here. In Youngstown, Ohio. I'm also going live at 5 p.m. also. That's great. That's two great value. That's two, value entertainment there. I mean, you have LTD, and then you have IPW, and if you're into more of characters like Diva and the rest of Team Overwatch, if you're into characters like that and a couple of other characters, including Bowsette, among others. If you're into women's wrestling mainly, check out Broken Gaming Network's Ignite Pro Wrestling. You will not be disappointed. So you have two great choices there, at least as far as I know. With that said, let's get to it. Our first match. So of course it is the team of Goddess, Vanity, Carmella Springheel, and Bowsette against Team Overwatch. Anyway. Alright, let's see. What did you say? I'm not going to say anything. There we go. Okay. Didn't want to say what Crimson sent me. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Oh, I saw Wally. Wally, what's up? In fact, let me get my pop-out chat. What am I doing? But yeah, great to see you, Wally. And, let's see, where's Wally? Okay, so Wally isn't booked for today's show per se in terms of the official show, but he is going to be booked for the next show. And of course, Wally is going to team up with the likes of Dragonheart, MSW, and our good friend Ram. So that's the team that Wally's going to be on for the Survivor Series tournament. Oh, Joker was suggesting to Mopman if he wants to. Oh, I'm good. After last night's show, IPW may go up in flames. Wait, what? What do you mean it'll go up in flames? What do you mean by that? Like the Calgary Flames, or are you thinking of doing what I think you're doing? I hope not. Well, when I say part two, I don't mean like part two of, like, because I have a show for today in two parts. But on the next show, yeah, you gotta watch the rest of the show, TJ, to understand. No spoilers. I have to. I'm going to assume that it's character driven. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, so Joker is wondering if Mobman is down for him and Mob to team up once again, and probably under the Weapon X name, which doesn't surprise me really. You know, given that those two guys are former Weapon X members. I will neither confirm nor deny that. I mean, it could involve someone with great power. But then we get back to this. Let's see what happens here. Now, well, there she is, the up, up, down, down champion.
The following contest
Bowsette.
is an 8-woman tag team match. Introducing first, from Mexico City, Mexico, the Underground Television Women's Champion, Good Girl.
I would say yes, I would say that he is, given that Kyle is with us. In fact, Kyle is the champion in Blue Toad Wrestling. Yes. It's just that because it's just the fact that Mopman is the Intercontinental Champion, as well as the fact that Kyle is the Blue Toad Wrestling Champion. So the fact that they're individual champions, that's why their team has not teamed up as much, is because they're busy with their individual duties as champions, respectively. So that's why they hadn't teamed up as of recent. And I'm still trying to get I'm still trying to get a hold of Remnant Elementor. Now, the official storyline with that is that I'm trying to get a good dollar amount for his services. In actuality, it's just trying to get him on the show. But I also don't want to force him either, so it's a two-way street, and I want to keep it that way. But then you have Vanity. And we could be seeing our last match, or could we? We'll find out pretty soon. I mean, when I say that, I did sign her to a short deal. So, more like a prove-it deal, so we're going to see if she can prove it right here. Oh no, Vince McTwitch, no! Oh no, not Vince McTwitch. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, and how did I do an up, up, down, down championship? Simple. I just downloaded it. Basically, I just downloaded it, and it was already set for, the women. So that's all I had to do was just download go to Community Creations and get a women's version of it. And that's the same thing I did with...
from Utah, the Irresistible Force.
As I was about to say, that's why I say... I won't say why he is back. Oh, no. Okay. Same thing, Twitch. If you need somebody like... I already gave you Melissa, but if you need somebody else, or if you see somebody else that you like, what I will do is if it belongs to somebody else, I will contact that person or the owner of whoever made it, and I will see what I can do to send that lady her way. So that's what I will do. CSWA, is that your promotion? And up next is the Women's United Kingdom Champion. And yes, we do have an official one, because the last game didn't feature it yet. Well, it's not so much that well, the thing is, it does not have a women's championship. I just had to get one from Community Creations. That's about it. Also, hey, okay. Okay. Oh, that's your hashtag. Okay, not a problem. And also, hey, what's up, Blaze? And Blaze, this is part 1, and it will end at around the time that your show's about to begin. And then I'll send my audience to you, or at the least they'll just take a break. And then when your show ends is when part 2 of this show begins. So I just wanted to give you some time to shine, my friend, because you do a lot, and I want to respect that.
Internet champion.
And not to mention that
Hardcore Bay.
not to mention the fact that you do a lot on this show or for LTD, and I want to give you that respect. I appreciate it. Anyway, last competitor for this team is the YouTube champion, Goddess of Pain. Yeah, but that was just for the up, down, down, left, right series. Also, hello to PPG Rare. Definitely. Okay. So that's one team, and now it's time for Team Overwatch. Because I was just going, with a couple of things, and there you see 3 of them, including the lady that has been with Blue Toad Wrestling the longest and has been a consistent force, and that woman is Diva. All the other members have cycled in and out from time to time. For Tracer, it's her return since 2K18, and for Sombra, it's her first appearance ever. I mean, like I said, I respect you guys. As audience members, I respect you because without you, I don't get anywhere, and the least I can do is entertain. But also to show that same respect, so I don't want to go into too much of a big spiel about it. Anyway, Tyler Breeze has that left-right championship. Well, of course he earned it through video games. He didn't earn it through a wrestling match. And also, hey, what's up, Brandon Cuevas? I forgot to say hello to you as well. And of course, Brandon does have a match himself. And Jose. But we'll see how fast these matches go. Match underway. Here we go. And to advance is to not only win the match, but not get eliminated at all. So we could see as many as 4 people advance to as little as 1. And of course, 2 or 3. But it just depends on how well these individuals on one side team up against an established team like Team Overwatch. And he's giving away Happy Meals. That's awesome. And wait a minute, Bowsette. Nope. Reversed. And takes over to, well, was trying to get Bowsette over to her corner, but not enough. But then thrown over the top. And then taken outside, and this could be trouble for Bowsette. But Bowsette just takes out Sombra. And then Diva just took herself out. Was trying to take out Bowsette, but missed. Oh, grabbed by her hair was Sombra. But then does the same thing to Diva and slams her head first onto that canvas. And there's not too much padding down there. Oh, and a knee right to the gut. Anyway, but yeah, TJ, did you get the new? Yeah, I got him. I got him. I got him, and also, yeah, definitely stay hydrated. Thankfully, it's not. Thankfully, it's actually 70 degrees right now where I live. I mean, it'll get hot later in the week, but right now it's pretty good. But yeah, if it's hot, definitely get yourself some water. Anyway, I tagged right to Tracer, and wait, a DDT. Ooh, big punch right to Bowsette, and wait. Oh, nice Pele kick. Also, hey, great to see Arkham 500. And wait, 1. No, kick out by Bowsette. But yeah, great to see you, man. Great, considering that my birthday's in 6 days. It'll be special to get a win here with Jose, Chaos, and Devin Storm. Okay, so you saw the match card as I revealed it. Yeah. Yep, definitely. Ooh, big slap right to the face. Oh, that's awesome. Yes. Also, hey, what's up, Atticus? And a suplex onto Bowsette. Okay. Compared to 2K20, far better, really. Do I think it's the best of all time? Probably not. I would still say that, like, No Mercy and Here Comes the Pain. Although I definitely did like Shut Your Mouth. SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. So, while I think that those two games, like Shut Your Mouth and No Mercy, are the top tier, like, definitely this game is far better than 2K20. I can tell you that right now. I'm making the moveset for them. Oh! Well, that's pretty cool that Jose was busy and getting to work with the moveset. That's great. But yeah, it's a lot better. Do I think it's perfect? No. There are some things about it I don't like. But without question, yeah, Here Comes the Pain is one of the best. And now wait, 1, 2. No, kick out by Carmella Springheel. And, okay, what the hell is... Okay, for a moment that Diva was just kind of spazzing out a little bit. No offense to those in the UK, but that's kind of what it looked like. Yeah, Day of Reckoning was good. I definitely enjoyed Day of Reckoning. Or rather, its sequel, because I didn't have the original. SVR 10, I definitely enjoyed it. But then it broke. But then I had SVR 10, or 11, excuse me. I had SVR 11, and that was the very first, and that game provided the very first videos that I ever did on YouTube. Going back to the very first match I ever filmed, which was a match between an original character called the Bulldozer and Luigi. And in fact, I have a lot of, old videos in which I used to do that. And I did that up until probably 2017. As it evolved from, filming in front of a television, ghetto style, and eventually getting a capture card and recording the show. So that's how I used to do it. But yeah, I also missed the fact that you could use custom music. And now, wait a minute. 1, 2. Oh, almost broken up just barely by Vanity. Would I ever bring back the Bulldozer? If enough people want him. By the way, Bulldozer was inspired by an indie wrestler of the same name, and he had like a yellow singlet, and he had a black mask, which kind of made him look like a human bulldozer, and that's kind of where I got the inspiration to do the character from. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game is out. Awesome. Hi, PPG Rare. Anyway, Carmella Springheel. I don't know if her old man is watching this, but if he is, I have to hope that I would like to believe that you know, the old man is very happy with his daughter's performance. Oh, big kick right to Diva, and then a pin. 1, 2. I mostly just played for the Divas. Well, yeah, of course, most teenagers did back then. I mean, of course, nowadays you can't even get away with that. You know, other than, you know, dressing the girls in skimpy clothing. I mean, just look at Goddess, and you'll see what I mean. Oh, and a big bitch slap right to Diva. And now Bowsette going up to the top. And, well, missed it. So far, nobody eliminated. And a power bomb. Then attack to Tracer. Some people call Tracer the cover girl. And then, you know, you can make it, and definitely, you know, that is true. But I have to think that you can definitely make a case for cover girl when it comes to Diva. So, yeah, for any Overwatch fans out there, like, who should be the cover girl? But also, I don't want to take away from the dudes either, like Soldier 76 and I believe his name is Reaper too. No relation to Atticus Black, of course, but. Oh, nice kick to the legs. And then just grabbed Tracer by whatever hair she still has. Well, I mean, she has a short hairstyle, but it's kind of hard to grab. And now, wait a minute. 1, 2. No, broken up by Diva. And now all hell breaking loose here. Back elbow. Bowsette tagging Goddess and go get the win. Yeah, Bowsette's been in the ring for quite a while. Or at times, really. Well, thank you, Joker. I mean, again, you didn't have to, but I appreciate if you know. But I appreciate it, nonetheless. And then another running kick. And then a pin. 1, 2, 3. No! Kick out by Diva by just a fraction of a second. But then Bowsette just takes out Widowmaker. Now grabs Widowmaker by her hair. And Widowmaker just fights out of it. Although Bowsette is just, well, never mind, as Tracer comes from behind and a leg drop. Although a quick tag to Carmella Springheel. But then gets beaten to the punch by Tracer. And, well, nice takedown there to Tracer. And then a backflip onto Tracer. Oh, kick right to the gut there. Now turns it over to Vanity. Oh, went for a spinning kick, but yeah, just too quick is Tracer. Now a tag right to Sombra. And then a zigzag a la Dolph Ziggler. And a fisherman suplex with a pin. 1. No, only a 1 on Vanity. I mean, we saw what happened with Vanity when it came down to 4-on-1. I mean, she was able to eliminate 1, but could not get everybody else. And now a Dragon Sleeper and broke it up immediately by Bowsette. But then Sombra gets a hold of Bowsette and throws her out. I mean, really, how long these matches go is dependent really on teamwork, but also how quick somebody can get eliminated. I mean, we've seen some short matches, we've seen some long matches, and everything in between. But as the tournament progresses, we'll probably have less and less of these, if not a shorter and shorter field. And now a pin onto Carmella Springhill. 1, 2, broken up by Bowsette again. Bowsette doing a great job protecting her teammates. I mean, I would have to think that she wants to be the Blue Toad Wrestling Champion when all is said and done. Now sent into the corner. A punch and then a snapmare off the ropes. And a cartwheel into a backflip. And now, no wait. Nice counter there by Carmella Springheel, and then a running kick. And 1. Nope, broken up by Widowmaker. And now Carmella goes right after Widowmaker and throws her out. And Carmella up to the top rope. And a backflip, or a moonsault, excuse me. And now some back elbows onto the gut of Sombra. And a flip powerbomb into a pin. 1, 2. Oh, was able to break it up just barely was Tracer. And Carmella taking the leg out from underneath her, and then a quick tag to Widowmaker. But then Carmella just gets beaten to the punch. Nope, slap across the chest. Yeah, but it's just that they're going back to... It's kind of like back to status quo. I mean, I would love for them to further develop this game, because it's a good game. It's just, it needs a lot more polish. That's all it needs. And now Vanity coming in. And an amateur wrestling slam onto Widowmaker. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me, really. Although, wait a minute. A gut wrench. Nope, nice counter by Widowmaker. Oh, and a stunner-like move. I'm not sure what she calls that move. But then a tag right to Tracer. And then a flying forearm onto Tracer. I mean, it's amazing that we're close to 15 minutes and nobody eliminated, though I have to think that whoever gets eliminated first will be at a severe disadvantage, I would think. And now, wait, what's Vanity doing? Oh my goodness! Now trying to Dragon Sleeper her on to the top rope with that extra height. Not just with the grip, but also with the laws of gravity. And now a tag right to Bowsette. And then thrown over the top rope again. And then Bowsette goes right after... wow, she's now taking out everybody. Look at this. Oh, well, she didn't take out Sombra that time. Although Sombra does get thrown over the top rope. And now Tracer gets right back in. Oh, and a couple of knees right to the side of the head. And then, ooh, clothesline right to Tracer. Then another kick to the stomach. And then a kick, and then a tag right to Vanity. And then one right to Sombra. And nice, whoa, nice takedown, and then a kick right to the chest of Vanity. Then a kick right to the leg, and wait, what's she doing? Whoa, nice backflip into a German suplex, and a pin, but too close to the ropes. A tag right back to, well, from Sombra to Tracer. Now Tracer comes in. Then sent into the corner. And wait, a twist of fate from off the top rope? And now, wait a minute. 1, 2. Oh, broken up by Goddess of Pain. If I'm not mistaken, I think Goddess of Pain is really the only person that hasn't got into the match yet, or if she did, it was not for very long. But now Goddess is in the wrong spot on the opposite side, and attack right to Sombra. Ooh, leg kick right to Sombra. And in fact, it looks like everybody's beating up on Goddess. Well, we'll see what happens in 2K23, but I think really 2K22 was kind of like a return to roots, if anything. And then a clothesline onto Sombra. And Vanity. And then a flying forearm. And then a running knee. Now goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. No! Kick out by Sombra. That was so close. Also, hey, what's up, Captain Danger? What's up, TJ Toad Cat? Well, I remember one time you asked me if I had, like, the fur of a cat and the legs of a frog and, you know, things like that. No, it's just that I'm a white mage. I can turn into things. Well, in character, that is. 1, 2. Nope, broke it up immediately by Diva. I have to think that whoever can get the first fall is going to, you know, have an advantage over the other team. I would have to think so. Another tag to Tracer, but I'm surprised that Sombra and Tracer have tagged in constantly. I mean, they've been doing a lot of work. But now it's Carmella and Tracer. And then a running kick onto Tracer. 1, 2, 3, and Tracer's eliminated. First elimination of the tournament, and it goes to Tracer. Or Tracer's the first eliminated, but the first elimination was by Carmella Springheel. So 1 down and 3 to go for Team Overwatch. Oh, and a stunner right to Carmella Springheel. But then Carmella sends her into the corner. Oh, but then escapes does Sombra. And what's Sombra doing? A spinning neck breaker into a backflip and a pin. 1. No, only broken up immediately by Vanity. And then a neckbreaker to take out Vanity. But then Carmella takes over from there. Well, if Overwatch is going to come back into this match, they got to eliminate somebody. A German suplex into a pin, but too close to the ropes. Again, that's the second time that's happened. Couple of elbows right to Sombra. Then a drop kick. And then a quick tag to Diva. And a suplex into a neck breaker. And then a backflip onto Carmella. And now going for a crossface onto Carmella. And then immediately broken up by Vanity. Oh, but then, never mind. But Vanity and Carmella were saving each other. Then a German suplex to Carmella. And a tag right to Goddess of Pain, and I believe this is only her second time in the match. And then Brian Herrensberger says, "Hey, Captain Danger." But yeah, Captain, your woman, Lady Danger, is going to be in the semi-main event. And now a pin. 1, 2. Nope, broken up by Widowmaker. And thrown over the top rope is Vanity, and the booty buster onto Diva. 1, 2, 3, and Diva's gone. And now we're down to a 4-on-2. So you still have Sombra and Sombra and I'm forgetting my 1, 2. No. Oh, Sombra and Widowmaker. Oh, and a double axe handle onto Sombra. And then a tag to Carmella Springheel. So half the battle's done, but they still have to finish the job. And, you know, we have seen in the past where the team of two that is remaining managed to win the whole thing. So comebacks are possible. They just don't happen very often. And now Sombra going for a Dragon Sleeper. They're making it over. Oh, and Carmella tapped out. Carmella's gone. Now it's 3-on-2. Wow, Carmella got caught and she's now out, so now it's a 3-on-2 now. But that's pretty cool. Like they're making an Overwatch animation series. Like on what channel? Or on what network or platform? 1, 2, 3, and Sombra's gone. Now it is 3-on-1 with Widowmaker. Well, if any one woman could do it, I have to think it is Widowmaker, but the odds are not good. And then, that time she took down Vanity, but now has to turn her attention to Goddess of Pain, and then a super kick and a pin. 1, 2. Oh, almost got eliminated was Goddess. That would have been huge, because that would have taken it to a 2-on-1. Yeah, it's a good first match. And now, wait, a kill switch. You know, that's what I'll call it, the kill switch. And ref, 1, 2. Broke it up, and that slight hesitation might have saved Goddess right there. And then a big kick, or big knee right to Goddess. And then some knees right to Vanity. Maybe Netflix or fun. I wish it was on television, but I can understand why it would have to be on stream, because, you know, because we all know how Overwatch has the market on adult entertainment at times. Now, of course, if it's a straight-on series, then I don't see why it couldn't be on television. Or at the very least, put it on Toonami or something like that. And then stomp right to the knee of Widowmaker and then attack right to Bowsette. And then, both women went for super kicks, but it was Widowmaker who got hers first. 1, 2, nope, broken up by Goddess of Pain. And this is the difficulty that Widowmaker has to deal with. As if one woman is not bad enough, you have to deal with 2 others. Whoa, what a blue arrow onto Bowsette. And then a moonsault, and that missed. And, backbreaker onto Widowmaker. Okay, so it's on Netflix. Okay, pretty cool. Big punch right to the face of Bowsette. But then a running kick onto Widowmaker, and this could do it. 1, 2, no, kick out by Widowmaker. Like, what is Widowmaker on, ladies and gentlemen? Another kick. Is this it? 1, 2, 3, and that's it. So, moving on to the next round is Bowsette, Vanity, and Goddess of Pain. So that means that, unfortunately, Carmella Springheel will not be joining them as she got eliminated. But the other 3 will make it, and we'll find out who is left at the end, at the total end of round 1. But congratulations to Bowsette, Vanity, and Goddess. And of course, while Carmella's going to be a good sport and celebrate with the rest of her team, the other 3 have moved on. Look at that pose. Incredible. All right, let's move on to our next match. And of course, we're going to alternate throughout the show with Survivor Series matches, or except for the first 2 in this case. But from this match forward, we're going to alternate between Survivor Series and non-Survivor Series matches. All right, so up next we have, on one side we have MBN John, and he's going to team up with the team of Triple J, Jinku Gekoga, Joshua James, and JT Price to take on the team of Wild Matt Outlaw and the New Weed Order, or NWO as I like to call them, with the leader Feck, Cruz, and Jamar. So who's going to win? Will it be the team of Triple J and John, or will it be the team of the NWO and Matt Outlaw? Okay, so there's Joshua. Okay, I don't have to get him, so he's here. All right, so let me just get the others. So while this is loading. Okay, let me also get Feck and the others. And this is also a good time to go get snacks and stuff like that. But yeah, Joshua, how do you feel about, teaming up with not just your teammates with like JT Price and Jinku, but also with MBN John? Like, how do you feel about it? And as you think about that, I'm going to let Feck know. And of course, there's also the storyline between John, MBN John, and Wild Matt Outlaw, is that they've had some run-ins with each other ever since they first met in that 8-man match that, at the time, the 24/7 champion was Matt Outlaw. And then John beat him to become champion. But then John was also already YouTube champion, so he was a double champ. But then Matt Outlaw beat him for that title. And then, of course, they had a tag match in which they teamed up with both John and Matt Outlaw. They teamed up with John Cena and JBL, respectively. And MBN John got the win after he forced JBL to tap out. So there's still some heat between those two. There's still heat between them. And up first is Triple J.
Is an 8-man tag team match. And at a combined weight of 712 pounds, the Triangle of Terror.
All right, so you saw Triple J, and
Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to switch the championships between the two of them. How stupid of me.
The 24/7 champion, MBN John.
I'll have to fix that off camera, though. But in the meantime, John is the 24/7 champion. It's just that he has the wrong belt. But nothing I couldn't fix, though. Okay. So there you see John. And of course, John has won a lot of championships. Anyway, Stephanie McMahon is the chairwoman and CEO because Vince stepped down because of, I saw the news, and you know, of course, I'm going to reserve my judgment until it actually is proven that he is guilty. But just the fact that he put himself in that position, you know, I'm going to still reserve my judgment until after the fact, or until the facts are made known. Anyway, up next is the New Weed Order, or NWO. I mean, you have the leader, Feck. You have to his left, Cruz, and to his right is Jamar. Okay, so let me get Jamar. But yeah, like, Captain, truly, be honest with me. How do you really feel about this? Because, better yet, how does anybody feel about it? Because for me, it's like, if it is true, then Vince really needs to stop. He really does. I mean, if he's proven innocent, that's one thing, but really, you can make the argument that he really should have retired, you know, even 10 years ago. fact, a lot of people can say that he should have retired a long time ago. Although if he had, now whether WWE would have been the only game in town, there's no... you could say that there is, that, but then again, who knows what would have turned out. I don't know. But then...
From Sioux Falls, South Dakota, weighing in at 332 pounds, Wild Man, Matt Outlaw.
And now their tag team partner for tonight, Wild Matt Outlaw. Again, I don't have a way to contact Wild Matt Outlaw. Or do I? Let me see. I'll see if I can find him. Hold on. If not... Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm following him, but he hasn't followed me back, so... Anyway, match underway. And a suplex onto Jinku. I mean, you can make the argument that both these teams would love to win, but unfortunately, only one is going to move on. And even then, we don't know how many of that team that does win will move on. We'll find out pretty soon. Knife edge chop, as you have the leader of Triple J, Jinku, against the right-hand man in Cruz. Elbow right to the head. And then a backflip onto Jinku. And now tags in the leader of the NWO. So now you have the two leaders going at it. And a body splash. And, well, goes for a moonsault of his own, but he missed. One would like to think that, but... One would like to think that, and while Triple H definitely deserves a lot of credit for building up NXT into the juggernaut that it is today, even after the change, and it became all rainbowy and stuff. But I mean, I could also understand why they had to change it, as, when people think of black and gold, they now think of All Elite Wrestling. But it wasn't always like that. It of course, we all know that it was the symbol for NXT. All right, so Wally's going to go for Jamar's team. That would be NWO and Matt Outlaw. 1, 2. No, kick out by Joshua. I mean, I have to think that naturally Joshua is going to go for him and his team to win. That's just how it is. Oh, nice takedown onto Joshua. And then a tag right to Jamar. I mean, for Joshua and Jamar, I mean, these are two guys that... The best way you could sum it up is that they come close to success, but haven't really sniffed much of it. And then broken up immediately by JT Price. Now, mind you, Joshua is a former tag team champion, albeit he was tag team champion with his good friend at the time, Logan Hinton, when they were the Mat Masters. Anyway, a tag right to John, and who are the legal men? All right, so it's Cruz and MBN John. Nobody for the win. All right, so Captain Danger's going to go for John and Triple J's team to win. That's interesting that, two SWO members have two different opinions, but yeah, I mean, it just goes to show. Oh, nice front flip powerbomb onto John. Now a tag right back to Jamar. And now John goes right after Jamar and knees him right in the face. And, John, a pile driver onto Jamar. All I know is, tournament or no tournament, he still has a bone to pick with Diamond Light. Hey, we're still in this together for life, baby. Anyway, the guy in the crowd with the blue shirt near the barricade for the win. Really? Well, there's a couple of them. There's one wearing an Andre shirt. Blood for well, blood can't win. I mean, you can make somebody bleed, but blood itself can't win. I mean, this isn't the DDT Iron Man championship. Anybody who's not familiar with DDT, it's a wrestling company based in Japan, and it's one of those companies that doesn't take itself way too seriously. In fact, it kind of goes the opposite route of most Japanese wrestling companies. DDT, and its Iron Man championship has been won by not just a bunch of individuals, but it has been won by, of all things, inanimate objects. A ladder has been champion. A blow-up doll was champion. A 9-year-old child was champion. And then you had a couple of tag teams that pinned the champion simultaneously to become champion. Now, in all due fairness, when that happens, in fairness, for one person to beat two, you have to pin at least one of them to be the champ. Or at least that's how that championship works. I mean, it's... So, to say how ludicrous it is, it's nothing short. But now, NBA John has been busted open. Now goes over to pick up John. No. Although John goes over to Feck and now tries to disable the foot. I mean, if you take out his feet, I mean, you'll definitely, take out his mobility, and he won't be able to move, or at least he won't be able to stand up and move quickly. And now a tag to the leader of Triple J. So now the two leaders are going back at each other again, and then a big boot to Jinku, the Starman. He calls himself the Starman. I don't know why, but I guess it's better than being called something else, I can tell you that. And now broken up immediately by JT, who is the biggest man for his team, taking out the biggest man for their team. And now Feck is trying to take out everybody. And man, look at, wow, all hell just breaking loose here. And John just gets taken down, but so does Feck. And I'm surprised the referee hasn't, okay, now the referee's going to start the count. But this is anarchy, this is chaos. I mean, and we're not even in chaos, regional wrestling or anarchy pro wrestling, man. Oh, look, it's Atticus Schmaticus. Or Ninja Winja, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to be, I don't know. I'm just being goofy as Crimson would do. Or, no, I got one better. Crimson Schminzen. How about that? I mean, if you're going to make fun of Atticus, I may as well, do the same. And I'm... Oh! And he spat the mist right in the face of Jinku. Anyway, TJ, have you ever thought of doing a live draft for... Oh, and letting us pick our teams? Like, each team could have one representative in the chat? Oh, you mean to say... like, say, for example, you have a team. I'd have to either pick... Well, it depends on the game. It really depends on the game. If it's NHL, it's 8 teams. And if it's NFL, it can be 10. So I would have to pick 10 team captains, or the 10 people that are the most active on the show. Of course, that would also mean that you would have to go up against... Crushing Kelly, unless she defers to somebody else. I'm just saying. But it's a great idea, though. I just have to think of a better way to do it. We might have to talk in the in the DMs as to the particulars of how it's going to work. But then Joshua comes on in and, well, before he can do anything else, he gets kicked from behind. Yes, I did say anarchy, but I also said chaos too. And then, well, before he can even... Okay, now goes for the cover again. One. Nope. And immediately kicks out, and JT, he tried to break it up, but he ended up knocking out the referee by mistake. And once again, anarchy chaos coming in. So many bodies in the ring, it's not even funny. Oh! And wow, what a slam by Joshua. I mean, people don't realize how strong Joshua is. I'm telling you, Joshua, don't mess with Joshua. He's not the most badass wrestler, but if you underestimate him, he will beat you. And now wait a minute. And a pit. Well, before the referee can even get anything going, chaos ensues. That's a good question. I would say anarchy leads to chaos, but even then I can't even say what does lead to what. Oh, nice, not sure what he calls that move, does Feck. But yeah, as you can see, John is busted open. So far, nobody eliminated yet, but... Oh. Not sure what he calls that move, though, does Joshua. Well, before Joshua could do something, he gets double axe handled to the back. But then a back elbow onto Feck. And now Joshua's been busted open. And then the crossroads a la Cody Rhodes. And now Joshua... Feck, what are you doing? Wow, Feck was too busy posing. But before he could... Well, he actually caught JT out of position, and now a pin. One. Wait, Joshua, what are you doing? Oh, and then Joshua gets spat in the face with mist, and then gets kicked in the head. But then he also does the same thing to JT. But Joshua, what were you doing? You just stood there. I mean, thankfully he kicked out, but yeah. Now goes for a submission onto JT. Oh, nice stop there by Cruz. Although, JT trying to fight out of it, and he does. Although, wait. Oh, thrown out of the ring was Feck, and now both men are out, both legal competitors. And, oh, and a stunner onto JT. And, oh, went for a knee, but ended up kneeing the canvas instead. Oh, then slammed onto the steps. And then, oh, and a curb stop right to JT Price. But then JT fights back with a kick of his own. Now the count is up to 6. And a couple of knees right to Feck, but the count is up to 8. Oh, he's got to get back in the ring. JT, what are you doing? Oh, whoa. I'm surprised the referee didn't count to 10, because had he done that sooner than later, then JT and Feck would have been eliminated. I might have to check that referee, because I'm like, he really should have counted to 10. That should have been a double elimination. But instead, that saved 2 men for the moment. And now a quick tag to Jinku Gekoga. And then a drop kick onto Jinku. And then, JT, what are you doing? Wait, did JT get stuck? If that's the case, I mean, that's just as bad. Oh, no, wait a minute. And broke it up immediately by Jamar. But yet, JT, what are you doing? And anyway, Jamar gets thrown over the top rope, but... Anyway, now goes for the pin onto Cruz. 1, 2. Nope, broke it up by Feck. And Feck thrown over the top rope. Yeah, hopefully we can find a way to get him unstuck. But if that's the case, that's going to be a liability for his team. 1, 2, 3. No! And Wildman Outlaw stumbled on his feet, and had it been a 3, you know, that would have definitely given the team of Triple J an advantage, even with JT stuck. And now a tag to Feck. And now going for a submission onto Jinku. DJ, you missed it on Atticus' show. Somebody was stuck in the crowd. Oh, no, I did see that one. I did see it. And apparently JT is still stuck. And I certainly don't want to start this match all over again. And wow, nice orange arrow and a pin. 1, 2. Oh, kick out by Feck. That was so close. Take control of JT. Well, all right. Well, let's see. Hopefully I can. Yeah, I can't move him. Can't move him. Wait, let me see if I can take control of Jamar and then have him punch JT just to unstick him, I guess. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Now I unstuck him. All right, there we go. Much better. I just had to use Jamar to do it. All right, there we go. Much better. And then another miss to the face, and then kick to the head. All right, so Jinku's out. We know that. But unfortunately, with JT getting stuck, it just now means that Triple J is down. Not just its leader. Yeah, not just down a man, but down its leader. And now goes for the pin on Feck. 1. Nope, broken up by Wild Matt Outlaw. And now John goes right after him. If Triple J are going to get back in this match, they got to eliminate somebody, even if it is the leader. of the NWO, Feck. And both John and Matt Outlaw just fighting each other, fighting it out, and John thrown over the top rope. And now, wait a minute. Wait, Joshua, what are you doing? Also, hey, what's up, Clinton? Ladybug picks all the teams. Wow. But yeah, and by the way, Clinton, you do have a match in a couple of matches' time. And, oh, coast to coast onto Feck. But he might have hurt himself in the process of doing it. But instead, he picks him up, thinking maybe he might just need one more move to do it. And he's got him up. Shutdown City! Shutdown City! But now can he go for the cover? One! Nope, broken up by Wild Matt Outlaw. And now the referee counting and just forcing JT to go back. And now Joshua. Oh, caught by Feck. And a Samoan drop onto Joshua. I guess Feck is kind of part Samoan, I suppose. Maybe like 2%. Anyway, a tag right to Cruz, and he takes down Joshua. And then a spear onto Joshua. And now wait. 1, 2. Broken up by MBN John. And John thrown over the top rope. And okay, Cruz. That was a bad aim there. Now Jamar goes back to his corner and a tag right back to Feck. And oh, a modified leg breaker there. And now Feck in complete control of this. And now looks to try to get Joshua to submit. Oh, and a drop kick to JT, and unfortunately, Joshua, I mean, Joshua's a tough guy, but he just got worked over quite a bit. And also, hey, what's up, Sunlight Boy? And who's the legal man? Is John the legal man, or is JT the legal man? And what is with Cruz getting up and down? Well, out goes John. Well, goes back outside to break the count. Yes, I like Japan. Oh, and well, down goes Jamar. I think JT is the legal man. And now, look at this. I mean, the two legal men are not fighting each other. They're fighting, you know, their partners outside. Okay, now we got it. Now JT off the ropes. And a Hurricane Rana onto Feck. Well, right now, if JT and John are going to win this match, they have to find a way to eliminate either Feck or whoever else is in the ring with them at that point. And of course, for the NWO and Mount Outlaw, They have the numbers advantage. They just have to finish the job. Oh, that's awesome. Although, wait a minute. Cruz. Uh-oh. He's going to set him up for it. A straitjacket neckbreaker that he calls the... I forgot what he called it, though. The price tag. That's what he calls it. The price tag. But it was broken up by Feck. And now JT just beating up everybody. Look at this. And then Cruz, I'm not sure what Cruz was doing, but he missed that. On occasion, not too often. And went for the Cruz arrow, but he missed. And well, actually, he didn't miss. He just got the knees. And now a tag right to NBN John. Although, John has him, and he's going to try to go for a figure four. And now Cruz is in the middle. And Cruz taps out. So Cruz is gone. Now it's a 3-on-2 match. Well, we usually do bonus matches after our universe mode matches. Right now we are in universe mode right now. So we have our card set, but I'll let you know when we have it. In the meantime, it is now 3-on-2 with Cruz out. Oh, and another missed with the kick to the head. Well, now John and JT are going to have to work together if they're going to have any chance. And John going to try to eliminate the leader of the New Weed Order with the sweet chin music. One. Nope, broken up by Jamar. Yeah, I've been knowing that, Sunlight Boy. Anyway, a couple of diving fist punches onto Feck. Now a tag right back to JT Price. And then, not sure why JT would do a move like that, honestly. And now a tag back to Wild Matt Outlaw. Now you have the two big men in there. Oh, nice move there by the big man. And wait, what happened to Wild Man Outlaw? Well, it's just really a matter of when is it going to happen. I mean, that thing has been in development hell for like now, say a year now. I mean, it really should not take this long for a new game. I mean, granted, it's their first ever video game. I mean, WWE didn't have a video game division until, video games were invented. Because back then, all they had to worry about was wrestling. One. No, broken up immediately by Jamar. Anyway, a tag right back to JT, and this is a good idea, to keep Wild Man Outlaw, even though he's the biggest, he's in trouble. And then, JT, you got to stop with these springboard moves, especially if you're not hitting them. And now, Wild Man Outlaw. I kind of still do, but not to the level that I once did. Oh, big elbow right to the head of JT. And bite DDT. Anyway, attack right back to MBN John. And now MBN John throws him over the top rope and out. Throws Jamar outside. And now he's going to follow him. This might not be a good idea for either man. But most especially for John as he's in enemy territory. Well, he gets out. And now attack right to Feck. Yes, I like FTR. Like, why are you asking me a bunch of questions? Just enjoy the show. It seems that's all you do. You know, no offense, but it's like, you know, you can talk about other stuff, though. But, I mean, but yes, I do like FTR. In fact, I actually think they're one of the best tag teams right now, if I'm being honest, though. It's just, that's just all it seems like. You know, you're just asking questions, and I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, but I just think that you could do more than that. And now a pin onto MBN John, and he's out. So now all that's left is JT Price. I don't like Price's chances, but if you're the team of Feg, Wildman Outlaw, and Jamar, you got to get the job done, though. But yeah, I do like FTR, though. Three-on-one. I don't like his odds, but again, you know, JT is big and strong enough to do it. Let's see if he does it. And a quick tag to Wildman Outlaw. I highly doubt he'll go. I mean, WWE pays him way too much. And plus, I highly doubt that he would be a good fit there either. And a leg drop that missed. JT was going for... He was trying to go for a high-risk move, but it didn't pay off. But it did for Wildman Outlaw. And this could do it with that elbow from off the top. 1, 2... No! Kicked out. Now attack right back to Feck. I mean, yeah, it would be good to see two juggernauts. One from the past and the other in the present and future, but... I just don't know if Goldberg can go in the ring anymore. And unfortunately, the same could be said for JT Price as he taps out, as the NWO's Feck and Jamar make it to the next round along with Wildman Outlaw. I mean, both teams competed very hard, but unfortunately, only one team made it, and it was the team of Wildman Outlaw, Jamar, and Feck. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, if it was Prime Goldberg, definitely the matches would work. But at his age now, are you trying to kill that man? But nonetheless, though, great fight by all men involved. So I will give him that. I will give you that. Alright, so our first non-Survivor Series tournament match will feature the Iconics and the team of Lala Chan and Jennifer Richards, part of the Dragon family. And in fact, let me just let Lala Chan and Jen Richards know. And of course, the pair of Jennifer Richards and Lala is no stranger, really, because if it wasn't for Lala Chan, I never would have met Jennifer Richards. And of course, Jennifer was a completely different person back then, because Jennifer, she wasn't always the dragon that she was today, or that she is today. Excuse me. All right, so Captain Danger's going to go for the Dragon family to win. And then let me just get Jen, and we're done. And also, speaking of Lala-chan, there she is, as you're going to team up with one of your biggest pupils that came out of Win Ninja Academy Wrestling, which was the promotion that Lala-chan had. What was it? That Lala-chan was the owner and proprietor of. And I hope to see it again. I understand why it was closed down for the time that it was. I'm not going to get into too many specifics about it. But there you see her pupil. And as I mentioned before, Jen was a far cry from where she started to where she is now. But of course, Lashana herself is also an accomplished Intercontinental Champion. I think, if anything, she's a two-time champion, if I'm not mistaken. I know she's at least a one-time champion. I know that for sure. Of course, Lashana looked a lot different back then. In fact, Lashana has changed her look over the years. So,
from Nashville, Tennessee, the Queen,
Jen Richards. Okay, thanks a lot for interrupting me, announcer guy. No, there you see Jen. Alright. Lala took a break because the Awesome Con happened and was busy with her family. That is a very plausible reason, and that's a great reason. I did see some of the pictures that Lala posted, and I thought that they were great pictures. But I still believe that the highlight was when Lala got to meet up with Karen Ashley. To me, that will stand as the standout moment in her channel. And if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Okay, so she did confirm it. All right. But still, I mean, I haven't been to a con. I haven't been to a convention since 2019, and that was for SAC Anime, which is the biggest convention of anime in Sacramento, California, which is the city that I live in. And what I remember is, and in fact, I actually have footage of that. I might have to share that with Lala-chan if she wants to see what I did at SAC Anime. And I mean, I did get to see I forgot his first name, but his last name was Cardenas, and he played the character of Rocky, and became the second ever Red Ranger. So I remember that. Okay, I'll share that with you. I mean, it's on my channel already, but oh, Steve Cardenas, thank you. And while we were talking about conventions and things like that, Jen was trying to get into Dragon mode. Well, I hope that Cody does get better. The fact that he worked injured against, Seth Rollins, if anything, that's a defining moment in Cody Rhodes' career. Because before that, I would have said that his match with...
and from Baltimore, Maryland, the Women's Super Tag Team Champion, the Queen.
And speaking of Lala-chan, there she is, 1/4 of the 4 Queens champions. So, of course, it wasn't long before Lala-chan became a champion again as the Four Queens champion. I saw the bruise that Cody has. It looks so bad. I mean, it's about as bad as the one that Triple H had when he tore his quad. Or his pec muscle, actually. I saw that. It was... The fact that he worked a match like that, to me, that's going to be his defining moment. Because before that, it was the match that he had in the first ever show for All Elite Wrestling. And it was against his brother, Dustin Rhodes. But, the sad thing is, with Cody leaving All Elite Wrestling, any plans that they may have had for him and for the Nightmare family, it just kind of went to kaput because, Dustin's no longer a fixture on television like he once was. Same thing with Brock Anderson, Lee Johnson, and as well as the Factory, like the group that they were feuding with. So yeah, the Rhodes family kind of just went by the wayside, ever since Cody left them. And well, actually, he didn't leave them; he just left AEW. But in turn, by leaving, it just left them, on an island, unfortunately. And of course, there you see the Iconics. All right, let's see. Now, this match is a tables match, so the idea is to put your opponent through a table. And Jen takes out Billie Kay, and Peyton going right after Lala-chan. Oh! Well, now they switch opponents. And what a move by Jen. I mean, she is a dragon after all. Yeah, I heard that Randy is going to be out until 2023. But this is a prime example of what happens when you don't plan. Now, because you don't have the star power that you once did, you don't have any quality people to go back on. Because most of them went to the competition. Others, in the case of, say, Zack Ryder or Matthew Cardona, is experiencing a renaissance, much like Cody Rhodes did when he first left WWE. But the fact is, they don't have a lot of quality guys that they built up for a long time, and now they're going to have to. They're going to have to build up some new people. Start building up, Austin Theory and Damian Priest, among others. Yeah, that was a great match, and Darby, pretty much put the kibosh on Andrade. Now, of course, Impact and NJPW and other wrestling companies and indie wrestling have also, benefited from, ex-WWE guys and girls going out as well. Oh, nice body splash there onto Billie Kay. And right now the Dragon family just owning them. Well, that was until Billie Kay just broke Jen's back with that backbreaker. Now the Iconics starting to take back control. And now Billie Kay goes for the table. Yeah, he was in Impact before he made it to AEW. And it was said that had AEW not stepped in when they did, that Eddie would have retired right then and there. I mean, how fitting that this is their last appearance in a game. And now, wait a minute, Jen. Nope. And meanwhile, Lala-chan just beating the hell out of Peyton Royce. And hello to Jocko Robertson. And now Jen on top of the table. Uh-oh. Jen? Oh, Jen just got put through the table by, of all people, Billy Kay. And unfortunately, Jen just ate a table. Big upset, though. Look at this. I have a feeling that Lala-chan and Jen are going to want some retribution at some point. But the Iconics do get the win. It already comes with the game, Jocko. I don't know if you knew that. But anyway, congratulations to the Iconics, and I have a feeling that the Dragon family will be back. That's always what it is about the Dragon family, and it goes to, to Maximus Prime, and then, of course, later on, Dragonheart and his family, and Lala-chan, who, got married into the family, as did Jen Richards. But yeah, it's already in the game, man. Also, the Prototype Night. What's up, man? And up next is our next Survivor Series matchup as part of the Survivor Series tournament. And on one side, you have the team of Brandon Cuevas and Devin Storm. Together, they're called Jersey Storm. It's because Brandon is from Jersey, and and then you have Devin Storm. But then, of course, you also have Brandon's brother, Jose, and of course Jose, who has been taking up, or rather, how do I put this? Atticus has taken Jose under his wing and has joined this team. Anyway, nothing much after seeing 2K screwing one of my calls over. Well, wait, what happened there? Jocko? I think I saw you at LTD asking for this. We'll do bonus matches later on, but right now it's not a good time. So if anything, just be patient. Anyway. Yeah, great fight, man. And then their opponents are the team of the former David Slade, Outlaw Shade, the former Zach Walker, the Destroyer, Mike Wasson, and the Pope of Dillygaff, Clinton McCleary. So which one of these two teams is going to win, though? Jersey Storm, Dark Storm. Favorite YouTuber for the longest time. My favorite YouTuber was Slim Kirby, because Slim Kirby was he cut his teeth as a Let's Player. And if you saw some of my other videos outside of my wrestling series, I was following that same ilk at that point. Anyway, so Brandon's here, Jose's here, is Atticus here? At the least, I can let and Clinton's here, of course. I don't know if I don't have a way to contact Happy Meal Hernsberger, but I'll let Mr. PPF know that in October it will be the 4th year of the passing of Retro Rick. Yeah, I miss Retro Rick, man. I really do. I just pray to God that, you know, he never had a chance to, you know, have a relationship with God, and that I hope that he, you know, is forgiven for everything, and that he is, you know, delivered. It's just sad that his life ended the way that it did. I remember he was not in a good place in many ways, especially financially. And unfortunately, his health deteriorated as a result of his financial, mental, physical, and emotional health. It's just the sad thing about Rick was that he really had no idea how much of an impact that he had, not just with me, but also with Brandon and Jose and everybody that got to know him. Anyway, this one was on 2K19, but Elizabeth Blade was in a title match, Fatal 4-Way, and her AI literally got stuck running into the steel steps, yeah, I could see how that could be a problem. I really can. Okay. No, I could see that. I definitely can see that. Well, Captain, you joined not long after Rick had passed. By the time you joined, Rick was gone. So there was no way you would have ever known about him. But if you ever did get to know him, or if you ever remembered, like if you ever had a chance to remember him, you would believe that Rick was an awesome guy.
Of 661 pounds, the powers of pain.
As I was about to say before I was interrupted, if you ever had the chance to know Rick, you would believe that he was just an incredible guy. It's just sad that, you know, he just found himself lonely. You know, he never had anybody to love him, and that his job, like the place that he was working for the best part of 15 years, all of a sudden just disregarded him. And unfortunately, that was just the beginning of the end, not just of, you know, his life in many ways, but it was just the end of an era. I do like GameStop. In fact, I like going there quite a bit. And up next,
Partners representing Chaos from Omaha, Nebraska, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Reaper.
There he is. The proprietor, the owner, proprietor of Chaos Regional Wrestling, and a world champion in many other promotions, the Chaos Reaper, Atticus Black. I'll get to that in a moment. I just need to let PPF know, but I think that's about it, and maybe Atticus, so be right there. Okay. And I'll keep you guys posted on the 15-minute warning because it's about to come over. Oh, there he is. The Universal Champion, Jose Blanco.
And from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 220 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, Jose Bravo!
Okay, so let me see. Her AI, which costed her. I know it's just a game, but it put me in a bad mood, lol. Oh, I see. Okay. So what kind of guy was Rick? You know, believe it or not, it was actually Rick, among others, who inspired me to do the wrestling series. Because before I ever got on YouTube, I used to just simply watch videos. I started my account on in March of 2010, and at the time I was 22 years old. And Joshua's ready to. I think Joshua wants to get some payback. So Joshua, if you want to get some payback, would you like to get a match against somebody from the team that beat you guys? I'll let you think about that one. But back to Rick though. Rick was the one who ultimately inspired me to do the wrestling series. Like he and Story Mode Federation, which was a colleague at that time. Like, those were the two big things that inspired me to do the wrestling series. And then Josh was like, maybe. Okay.
The Destroyer, Zach Jordan Walker.
So, I'm going to give you a match against Cruz, since Cruz is the only member of that team that got eliminated. And then, while the others are going to have to focus on the next round, you'll get to face off against Cruz one-on-one. Don Rickles, yeah, I miss Don Rickles too. But yeah, it was Rick who ultimately inspired me to do this show. Ultimately. Because had it not been for Rick, I probably wouldn't even be doing this. I would probably be doing something else. And what I would be doing, I don't know. But it was because of Rick I'm doing this. A kitty plushie in places. You gave me a kitty plushie? And by kitty, he means like a cat, which is like this. So there's the cat. I do have an idea as far as Jose is concerned, but I'll get back to that after the show, or in between parts.
From Carson City, Nevada, weighing in at 335 pounds. The
this Cruz, just so you know. Not Cruz as in, like, Apollo Cruz or Tom Cruise. And now we get to the opposing team. And that man, it begins with the man formerly known as David Slade, now known as Outlaw Shade. And if you ask me, this is only the second Outlaw we have, other than Matt Outlaw, that we had earlier in the show. Never heard of it, so I wouldn't know. Boy, Sunlight Boy. All right. Well, because we're getting closer to the end of part 1, and the reason I say that is because I'm going to let LTD and, well, mainly LTD do its show. And I understand that IPW is going to be doing its show too. So I will give you guys links to LTD and LP and IPW. It just depends on what you're more interested in. If you're into like anime characters from video games, a few original characters, and mostly women's wrestling, I will direct you to IPW. But of course, most people are more familiar with LTD. Of course, you can always take a break until I come back. You know, it just depends on what you guys want to do. But as that happens, we also have the Pope of Dillygaff, you know, Clinton Cage. Slade and Clinton together? Shane Clinton can do so much better than that piece of garbage. Nacho's also doing a show after LTD. I mean, I'll definitely pay him a visit, albeit I won't be able to hear him just because, you know, I'll be doing part 2 at around the same time that Nacho is doing it. I did this out of respect for LTD and Blaze because, you know, he's cool like that. Yes, I heard that Dave Hebner passed away, and some people were very sad about that, and I understand that, you know, he was well respected.
76 pounds, the Savage, Mike Watson.
Oh, you mean you mean PPF's character? Like, I know that IRL, like, you like PPF, but you're not a fan of but your character's not a fan of his character, Slade. If I am correct in believing that, do correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, there you see Happy Meal Hernsberger's client, Mike Watson. And like I said, I don't have a way to contact Hernsberger, or maybe I do. Let me see. Let me see if I can find him. All right, well, but Atticus, how's the show been? It's been awesome, but mainly because of the fans. The fans are, well, it's not a pay-per-view as much as it's the lead-up to one. So now it starts with Brandon and the man formerly known as Zach Walker, the Destroyer, and now Brandon is going to do the destroying himself. So anyway, this match will, unless this match really ends quickly, this match will be the final match of Part 1, and we will come back for Part 2 after LTD. And now Storm. Whoa! And it looks like Storm is being sought to be destroyed by the Destroyer. I mean, how does a destroyer destroy a storm? You tell me. I like Dave Lambert, the real guy, but the character I'm not a big fan of. But on the other hand, that's kind of the point. When is Part 2? After LTD. You know, because it turns out that more often than not, I end up doing the shows at around the same time that LTD happens, and I just like it's one thing if it happens one time, but it's another thing if it happens constantly, and I just want to, you know, show my respects to it, really. Oh shit. Oh. Well, unfortunately, I already made that promise, so now I have to keep it. Shit. I really didn't think about that. Yeah, because I'm like, Because I was so fixated on, you know, keeping... Yeah. Well, at the least you get to see this match before... At least you get to see this match before you have to do your show. And now, wait a minute. 1, 2. Nope, broken up immediately by Brandon. But, okay, so Chaos Regional Wrestling is also going to be going at the same time that Nacho is going to be doing, as is Blue Toad Wrestling. So there's a lot of entertainment, really. 34. I don't sound as old as my age would tell you, but that's just because I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't take drugs, or at least any that's not prescribed, really. I might take a few one-offs, but nothing like hard drugs. And speaking of Slade and Atticus, now both men are finally going to get their hands on each other, and Atticus takes control, despite the fact that Slade is the size of Goliath. And a pin onto Slade. 1. I'm 31, but I sound like I sound 20. See, I thought you were 22, dude, at first. And then a backbreaker onto Mike Watson. Yeah, I'm very sorry about that, Captain, but unfortunately the weekends just happen to be the one time that we have time for. Some people have time for the weekdays, but I don't have that time. I wish I did, but I don't. Uh-oh, now you have the two giants going at each other. You know, not to say that Watson and the Destroyer are not giants in themselves, but... And not to take anything away from Brandon Cuevas, because he's also a giant himself. Yeah, because when I first met Captain, he was like 21, I think. And now attack right back to Atticus. I sound like I'm 15. Ooh, knife edge chop onto... Okay, well now the two good friends are fighting each other. But they're on opposite teams, and they know full well that it's nothing personal. It just, you're in the way. No one is bigger than Alec. Well, how could I ever forget that moment? Some people say that, you know, WrestleMania 31 was the last good one. I would say that the last great one was... you know, 26, although I can make the argument for, or did I say 26? Yeah, 26, because it featured, you know, Michaels Undertaker 2. Although Clinton says that 17 is the best Mania, I have to agree, it is the best Mania. Probably followed by, you know, 3, but yeah. Hey, what's up, Jamar? How you doing, man? And another tag to Storm, and uh-oh, now Storm is going to go right after Clinton. And now, wait, ref, 1, no, and the ref took too much time, and, you know, and a spinning kick by a Goliath? I've never seen a man that big do a spinning kick like that. Yeah, 20, I mean, it's not so much Eddie's match, it was more so, you know, the triple main event, the triple threat main event. 22 was good, 23 was great, mainly for the Undertaker Batista match, and that Money in the Bank ladder match. That was one of my favorites. It's just, it was tainted by the fact that Benoit won it. Not just the fact that Benoit won, but also the fact that it featured Benoit to begin with. And now, wait a minute, Clinton. So far, nobody eliminated, but I have to think that whoever wins this is, or whoever can get the first elimination will set the tone. 1. Nope, broken up immediately by Atticus. Set. Well, it would be a great match, but I don't think it'll ever happen unless one of them leaves the other company. And now, wait a minute. As Atticus got powerbombed over the top rope, Storm made him pay for it, and now tags into Brandon. Yeah, because I like Clinton. I like the fact that he is purple. You know, because there aren't too many people. There aren't too many that wear purple. Because I like how he stands out. But that's just me, though. Separate the person from the entertainment, and it's kind of hard to do that. As far as to, you know, separate the. It all comes down to it, really, because, you know, the person of Macho Man is a lot like the entertainer in some ways, shape, or form. Anyway, a snap suplex onto Atticus. I like him, but I just don't love him, though. And the Rebel Knee. And a pin onto Clinton. 1. Nope, saved by David Slade, or Outlaw Shade. But yeah, unfortunately, what he did outweighs what he was in the ring. Because he was a great in-ring competitor, but an in-ring performer, but it's so hard to separate it. Although, well, unfortunately, that's a mystery we'll never know because he killed himself. Anyway, and the BC cutter. Also, hello to Juniper. Anyway, that was Cat TJ coming in, and Atticus, that was a bad backflip there, or a moonsault. Anyway, a tag right back to Brandon. Both men go at each other. Yep, there you see the cats. McCleary needs that shirt. And speaking of McCleary, he tags in. Although McCleary just gets a spine buster for his trouble. Oh, and a modified leg breaker. And a tag right to Devin Storm. A man who, as described by Brandon, is a man who became the monster that he became because he was a pitcher and then he got hit in the eye, or was he at bat? But either way, he got hit in the eye with a baseball, and ever since then he just let darkness consume him, and that's how he became the bloodthirsty creature that he is today. It's because he was filled with revenge on his mind, and unfortunately, some people go down that route. And I would say that it's an accident. But unfortunately, I know that some people just don't see it that way. Oh, he was a pit. I thought he was a baseball player, but I didn't know that. And now, wait, no. Nice counter there by Storm, and then a punch right to the face of Clinton. I mean, Clinton, how does Clinton overcome a man the size of Storm? Although that's not going to stop him from trying. And a float over DDT finally gets him down. But now tags in one of his fellow giants in Slade. Oh, and a spear onto Slade and a pin. One. No, kick out immediately. And then a headbutt onto the Destroyer, the former Zach Walker. And down he goes. I mean, not very many men can do what they just did to Destroyer, and Destroyer's a pretty big man. And now Atticus going after his enemy. And now, wait, what's... And now, it looks like he's trying to take out everybody's kneecaps, is Atticus. Have you seen his cousin Alec? Devin looks like a cruiserweight compared to him. No, I have not seen him. Is he like Andre the Giant big? And, well, went for a knee drop, but he missed. And Destroyer won it in, but Atticus was not going to let it happen, and then backbreaker onto Slade. And a frog splash and a pin. Wait, 1, 2. More like Yokozuna big. Oh, so he's fat. I think Brandon can better describe him than I could. And a couple of moonsaults, bad idea. And now, he's got him. A pump handle pile driver and a pin. 1, 2. Oh, kick out by Atticus. And Devin thrown over the top rope. And, oh, wait a minute. Oh, a stunner. Wasn't sure what he was going to do, but... And meanwhile, Devin Storm busy with Clinton outside the ring. And Slade thrown over the top, but still hanging on the apron. And now he's going to club him. Oh, and down goes Slade. But now he goes right after him outside the ring. Probably not a good idea given that he's in enemy territory here. Anyway. And then Atticus just goes right after the Destroyer and destroys him on top of that, on top of the apron, which is the hardest part of the ring. And whoa! Have you ever seen a man the size of Slade fly over the top rope? Did you see that? A flying cowboy. Oh, kick right to the back of Reaper. But now these two are risking count out. And a submission, and even if Atticus taps out here, that's not going to get it done. He's got to get back inside the ring. Now the count is up to 6. Oh, and a Fate Master onto Atticus. Oh, Atticus fights back. And now Atticus goes right back in the ring. Oh, but then Atticus exits the ring and that resets the count. Then he gets thrown right back in the ring. And a quick tag to Jose. Well, now I think this is the first time that these two have ever fought each other. But yeah, definitely after this match, we will go to LTD. I will also give you links to that, as well as IPW. You know, because again, I am cool like that. And now attack right to the Destroyer. And now the Destroyer and the Masochist going at each other. Uh-oh. Oh, now he's got him in the full Nelson, but then broken up by Storm. And now, uh-oh, the Masochist going for a ride by Zach Walker, who oddly enough, those two guys were teammates on the New Jersey Devils, but right now, they're on opposite sides. And now Slade comes right back in. And a pup handle pile driver onto Jose Juan. Nope, broken up immediately by his brother, Brandon. Although Brandon paid for that one. And meanwhile, Storm and Clinton are still fighting each other. Oh, now he's got him in the full Nelson again. But broken up again, this time by Atticus. And, nope, thrown over the top rope. But then the Destroyer comes right back in. And Jose, a fisherman suplex. And Jose trying to measure him up. And Jose, wow! Where did Jose get the strength to do that? And mind you, Destroyer's not exactly a small man. Oh, but now he tags in the big man, his brother. And now, yeah, his brother just tossing him. I mean, he just tossed him like he was in the Healing games. And, whoa, a moonsault by a huge man, but he got kneed. And Storm is busy fighting everybody that's on the other side. And then a powerbomb into a pin. One. Nope, immediately broken up by Jose. And now Clinton goes after Jose. Oh, never mind. And now all hell and basically anarchy, chaos just breaking through. Also, hey, what's up, MSW? Ooh. Okay, I'll definitely check those out between part one, this part, and part two later today. I'm going to definitely check that out. In the meantime, thrown over the top rope is Destroyer. So yeah, folks, this will be the last match of part one. And then we'll take a break and come back. Elbow drop right to Destroyer. Okay. Oh, cool. Thank you so much, Arkham. And the BC cutter again. Also, hey, what's up, LD, who has a victory over Bowsette. And is going to get her shot at the up, down women's championship. However, because Bowsette is in the tournament and so is LD, that match will have to wait until both women are eliminated from the Survivor Series tournament. But other than that, great to see LD. And Arkham. All right, now both men get back in. Oh, no, wait. Sunset flip counter into a pin. 1, 2. Ooh, kicks out. A kick out by Destroyer. That close. Oh, and then clothesline on the top rope was Destroyer. a gut-wrench suplex by the Destroyer. And then a tag right to the Pope. You know, oddly enough, Clinton, I actually got to see some of your very old videos. You know, back when you had whatever hair you... Like, I saw some of your videos, I'm like, wait, is that you, Clinton? Because you were speaking Spanish in some of those videos. It was... I knew it was you just by the fact that there aren't too many men that have the same voice as you do. You know, it's just... That's just how it is. Oh, you mean Brock Lesnar? Yeah. Yeah, I saw, or I heard about it. And now, wait a minute. So now these two get to go back at each other, Storm and Clinton. And Clinton trying to measure Storm. Yeah, very predictable. It'd be nice if he could switch things up in terms of opponents, you know? I'm just saying. It's like you could only build that match so many times before, you know... Can we not? Can we not what? Oh, Roman Reigns and Lesnar again? If that's the case, then yeah, I definitely agree. Oh, a kick right to Clinton. And I have to find out what the name of that move is. 1, 2. Nope, broken up by Mike Wasson. Well, not a problem, Joshua. Well, Joshua, after this match, that's the end of part 1. So no worries, my friend. In fact, actually what I'll do is I'll let you know when the bonus matches start so you can fight Cruz at the end of the show. That is, if provided it's not too late by then. The Ripcord Spanish Fly. The Fall from Grace, that's what it's called. Okay, thank you. And a big punch right to this gut of Clinton. And then Clinton just getting tossed around like in the healing games. Yeah, Bowsette got the job done for her team as she, Vanity, and who was the other? And Goddess of Pain made it to the next round. And attack right to Shade, Outlaw Shade. Yes, Lissa is in the Survivor Series tournament, and now 1, 2. Nope, broken up by Brother Jose. So Lissa will be in a match herself, and it'll be on the next Survivor Series show. Not part 2, but the next one after that. So yeah, Lissa will be teaming up with the rest of the Dragon family. She'll be teaming up with Lala and Jennifer Richards and Kasumi. So that will be the team that they have comprised of. And, whoa, Destroyer just picked up and tossed, like, the healing games and a pin. 1. Nope, broken up by Mike Wasson. Oh, and then Brandon just sucker punches, David Shade, like, Outlaw Shade like he's nothing, really. Also, welcome back, Joker. You hadn't missed anything. If there's any odd number of contenders, I do have alternates in the form of Mr. DKO and Mobmen. And for the women, it's LD and the team of Black Magic, which would be Arkham's Girls. So if there's any odd number of contenders left, that's when they'll come in. Now, of course, the risk for them is that they might not be needed at all. But we'll find out. 1, 2, 3. No, kick out by Destroyer. That was a close one. And meanwhile, Storm and Watson are fighting outside. Uh-oh. Brandon's tuning up the band. A Storm is coming. The Storm Kick. And a pin. 1. Nope, broken up by David Shade. I gotta... The sad thing is, he decided to rename him Outlaw Shade, so I'm so used to calling him by his old name, it's not even funny. And yes, you are in the tournament, Diamond Light. And now wait, 1! No. I finally found out what I was doing wrong with my phone. Oh, I see. And now, Brandon? Okay, that was not a good moonsault. I'm sorry, Brandon. So, does the right thing and just turns it over to Atticus to have Atticus finish him up. Now, Brandon has to get back outside the ring, and he does. Oh, now, wait a minute. Now, Destroyer's out of the ring, and so is Atticus. So now all hell breaking loose again. Oh, okay. Yeah, that happens, LD. I can tell you that much. But yes, you are in the tournament, Diamond Light. And for you, it'll be... Let me see. It's going to be the Diamond World Order teaming up with my good friend Adrian Chambly for your team. So it's the Diamond World Order and Adrian Chambly as your tag team partner for that tournament. Anyway. And now, Brandon going up to the top rope. Not a smart move, especially as he got caught. And slammed and goes into a pin. 1, 2. Oh, kick out by Brandon. That was so close. Anyway, a tag right to Clinton. What? What kind of a name is that? I'm sorry, but what? Anyway, nice powerbomb by Brandon, but... Uh-oh. And now a pinfall onto Clinton and 1. Nope, broken up by Outlaw Shade. Again. Shade just... Oh, no, wait. Now Jersey Storm has him, and he drops him with a hurricane. Oh, that's what he calls it, the final sermon. Anyway, well, now Storm has to go back out to the corner, and... an electric chair drop onto Clinton. Clinton has just been getting killed in there. And Clinton doesn't even know where he's going. He's trying to crawl, but he's going the wrong way. And for a moment, Brandon was too busy playing with the crowd that he paid for that. Amazingly, so not one person's been eliminated yet. Yeah, taunting, but now a tag right back to the Destroyer again. Not sure, although a powerbomb. Although, wait. Oh, now turns him into a, well, before he can even get a submission out of him, his long legs reach the rope, so he's good. And Fortnite Boy. Oh, you're the same. Oh, no, wait. Never mind. You're not the same person. Hey, what's up, Fortnite? Yes, I see that you're a new subscriber. 1, 2. No. Kick out by Brandon. So far, nobody... It's just going to come down to who wants it more. Yes, I see that you're a new subscriber. You don't have to say it 3 times. And now, wait a minute. And, oh, got caught in the sleeper. and Brandon had to tap out, and Brandon is the first man eliminated.
Has been eliminated.
Oh man, Destroyer just got the better of Brandon that time. But yes, do enjoy the show nonetheless. And well, out goes Slade though. Then Watson. But then Clinton, well, then Clinton just gets big booted. All right, so now it's Storm and Destroyer, the legal men. Well, now I think Storm is going to try to get some revenge right here. Okay, seriously? Now I'm starting to think I'm getting trolled here. Although, an inverted power slam. And when I say that, it's like, what are some of these names? Like, Fortnite's one thing, but, like, I don't know what to say, man. I'm serious. Now Devin going after the Destroyer. I mean, if Devin's team is going to win this match, they got to take out somebody. And big knee and a pin. Referee taking way too much time to get in position, and uh-oh, Storm going to take out McCleary for this one, and he does. Out, down goes McCleary. Uh-oh, now he's got him in the, well, he had him in the full Nelson, but too close to the ropes. And the ropes saved him. Uh-oh. Hammerlock clothesline. And Devin Storm all angry, but he's losing track of where... What is he doing? Is he trying to get jiggy with it? Well, he was too busy getting jiggy with it that Mike Watson came in, although he gets caught and gets headbutted a couple of times. Yeah, but what's with this, you know, like, what's with this, like, are you trying to play games here? And I'm not talking about the action in the ring. I'm talking about you, certified gamer boy. 1, 2... Oh, the kick out by Atticus. That would have been it for him had he not kicked out of that. And now another tag to Outlaw Shade. Although Shade gets a hold of him. Pump handle pile driver and a pin. 1, 2, 3, and he gets pinned and he's out. I mean, I appreciate if that's what you want to do, but it's like, you know, just stick to one account, dude. It's fine. I mean, I appreciate the extra subs, but I mean, there's definitely better ways of doing that. 1, 2, and a kick out by Jose, but now it comes down to Jose and Storm. So now Clinton and the rest of his guys, they have the advantage. All they have to do now is finish the job. Oh, well, nice counter there by Jose, and unfortunately for Clinton, he took too much time going after, I'm not sure what he was going to set up Jose for, but he took too much time, and Jose made him pay for it. If Jose and Storm are going to win this match, they got to start eliminating guys. And, okay. Well, before Jose could even finish him, though. And a butterfly suplex onto Jose. Well, that depends if Slade gets eliminated in this tournament. Once you and Slade are eliminated from the tournament, I can make that happen. Or maybe even after in the bonus matches, really. And now a tag right to Storm. And finally a tag to the Destroyer. And now the Destroyer, oh, too close to the ropes again. Oh, but then a knee right to Destroyer from Jose. I'll tell you one thing, if Storm and Jose win this match, it'll be nothing short of incredible. And then Storm went for a spear, but he missed. Now goes for the pin. One. No. Well, yeah, I already heard about that. But for those who didn't know, yes, he did return. Although now Storm picks up the Destroyer, but then Destroyer escapes it. Now he picks up Storm and drops him on his knee. Oh, nice striking combination from a large man known as the Destroyer, Zach Walker. And I just noticed that Slade keeps going up and down. That kind of does get annoying after a while. Well, we have a show going on, and it's now he's got him broken up by Jose. Had it not been for Jose, it would have been over for Storm. Even regardless of the fact that Storm is a huge man. Okay, well now he's out of the way, so there we go. Now he's back in. Not Blade, Slade. Now attack to Slade. Yes, that's Zach, the Destroyer. I still haven't gotten word from Zach himself if he wants to come back as Zach Walker or if he wants to remain as the Destroyer and a pin. 1, 2. Oh no. Well, nice kick out there by Storm. How he kicked out of that, I don't know. I don't even know. And now Slade going up to the top. Oh, to stop right to Devin Storm. And meanwhile, the Destroyer just destroying Jose. And that killer instinct, that was something that one could argue that was missing. But I also haven't confirmed whether he wants to, rejoin the DWO or not. So as it is, he's a solo wrestler. But yeah, Devin just getting destroyed. I mean, not very many guys can do that to Devin, but they're doing it. 1, 2, 3, and Devin's out. And it all comes down to Jose. Oh, and well, he kicked McCleary, but he also accidentally kicked the referee by mistake. But if Jose somehow manages to win this, I mean, what kind of history would that be? I mean, I know that he's a masochist, but he's no fool. He knows what he has to do. Then a snap suplex. And now going for the walls of Dillygaff. That's what I'll call it. And yeah, Jose had to cut his losses, and the winning team is the entirety of McCleary, Wasson, Destroyer, and Shade. I mean, the other team did pretty well, but unfortunately, it just was not meant to be.
Here are your winners.
Well, I can't give rematches or direct rematches of this. You know that. But I did. But out of character, I actually did have a storyline for you and Storm, actually, Brandon. But now that you're eliminated from the tournament, I can actually start that storyline for Brandon and Devin. And I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, so what I will do, let me exit out here really quickly. So Carmella and Ripper, I have a feeling that referee's going to get it at a couple of times. But anyway, so now let me give you guys the link to LTD. Yeah, let me give you the link to LTD, and then we'll do a TJ raid. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me go over to you guys here. Oh, please, I do not want Tiny Boy. Please, I do not want Tiny Boy. I have Carmella, Carmella Spring Healed, if that's what you mean. But if it's another Carmella, I already have enough Carmellas as it is. I'll tell you one thing. And then of course Clinton gets hit with the Universal title, but a small little bit of revenge before but ultimately Clinton's going to be okay, but he'll have to get the lump out of his head from that shot with that title belt. Anyway, before I forget, there is the link to LTD. So I will see you guys there. Until then, stay tuned for part 2. Catch you later, and I'll catch you at LTD. Peace. Thank you, Diamond Light.